Good afternoon, my name is Alena Shautsova. I'm an immigration attorney from New York. In today's video, we're going to discuss the most recent immigration news, and it's good news. Thank you very much for joining me. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to stay on top of the most recent immigration news. Like and share this video. I help immigrants in all 50 states in the United States and overseas as well. You can easily find me online and on my website www.shautsova.com. And let's start. In today's video, we're going to talk about USCIS work permits for health workers. We're going to talk about waiver of interviews for non-immigrant visa applicants, changed rules for those who are submitting medical exam with their green card application, and of course we're going to talk about the travel ban that was implemented by the Biden administration. So let's start with the first one. Big news for those who are healthcare workers or in healthcare industry. You guys will be eligible to expedite your work permits with USCIS if your work permit is expiring within 30 days or has already expired. Why is it important? You may know that currently it takes 6 to 10 months, and sometimes even longer, to receive an updated work permit or receive a work permit for the first time. So this is a huge news for those of you who are in healthcare industry. You will be able to expedite the work permit by calling USCIS customer service number. And you will have to have proof, of course, of your employment. Very, very interesting. This current procedure should exist for everyone who is facing difficulties according to the USCIS expedited guidelines. But for whatever particular reason, healthcare workers were specifically mentioned in the new USCIS regulations issued today, December 28, 2021. The good news here is that those who are considered to be health workers, this term is being construed very liberally. There is a list of different occupations within the healthcare industry, and it's pretty broad. For example, those who are delivering meals, those who are healthcare workers, not just doctors and nurses, also drivers, and so on and so forth. You can find that list in the description for this video. And also, as you see, I post screenshots of the occupations that would qualify for this new procedure. Overall, I think it's great news. And of course, we're hoping that Biden administration is going to clear up this huge USCIS work permit backlog, and not just healthcare workers, but everybody else will be able to receive their work permit expeditiously. Now, good news for those who are filing for adjustment of status, or those who filed for adjustment of status. USCIS changed temporarily its policy regarding the medical exam result necessary for processing of one's green card application in the United States. They first extended validity of Form I-693 from 2 years to 4 years, and they also changed the rule that the form should not be older than 60 days. The signature of the doctor should not be older than 60 days at the time when the form is submitted to USCIS. So it surely should give immigrants a little bit more comfort in knowing that the forms may be, medical forms may be accepted for within the longer period of time, and also it may help those who are not ready to get vaccinated, because if they submitted the forms previously, they may be valid now for longer, and hence you don't need to redo your medical exam form if otherwise it was sufficient. Another good news, the travel ban that was implemented by the Biden administration with regard to the new variant of COVID-19 virus is not going to be extended and expires on December 31st, 2021. This is a very good sign that this administration is actually listening to immigrant community. I know it's not an immigration reform, but it's a very good sign because travel bans really do not stop transmission of COVID-19 as it's been demonstrated by previous travel bans. And all they do is they're making lives of regular people much harder. This particular travel ban was supposed to restrict travel for those non-citizens and lawful permanent residents who visited or reside or were residing in certain countries located on the African continent. And of course, it was unfair, and I'm very glad it's going to be over. And now we have very good news for those of you who are going to be filing for non-immigrant visas. Department of State announced new policy. Discretion is given to consular offices to waive interview appointments. Waive interview appointments for H1, H3, H4, LOP, and Q visa applicants who are going to be filing for the visas in the countries of their nationality or residence. It's going to be so if previously such individuals had any type of visa to come to the United States and they did not have a visa refusal. If they did have a visa refusal, that refusal was successfully overcome. And also, now they do not have any apparent ineligibility. Interestingly enough, if you're renewing a non-immigrant visa that's been expired within the past 48 months, consular offices also may waive your interview. That authority is extended indefinitely. The previous one only through December 31st, 2022. It basically suggests this new rule that even if you have a tourist visa that expired within the previous 48 months, you may be given a new one without the need to appear for the interview. The rule is slightly different for those who are filing for FM and J visas and those who are filing for those visas from visa waiver countries. If you are from one of the visa waiver countries and filing for those visas, you have to show also that previously you traveled successfully to the United States and came back. This particular new rule should, of course, make our lives easier, and hopefully it will work, and it will not mean that discretion is reserved for only a very small group of people. Hopefully, the discretion is going to be used broadly, and as a rule, the interviews are going to be waived and not vice versa. I hope you enjoyed this news, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and I hope to see you soon.